This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp.
I think we have some behavioral questions to go over. So of course we always want to do things right, and we also want to challenge each other. So do you have the situation where you are trying to make some changes on an existing infra, existing setup, and you want to change the process to implement that in new tools, but your manager or your senior doesn't agree with you? How would you handle that situation, or have you had it?
Oh yeah, it's basically happens all the time, because I usually like to explore new technologies and explore new solutions to do a specific way. So let's say there was a situation where I was saying to my manager that, okay, should we move to Helm-based deployments instead of the Terraform? And then he straight up said to me, what difference it will get? So I usually couldn't answer it because it didn't have any issue with the current deployment. And then he got me some quotes that, okay, don't use a new technology just because it's cool. As long as your new thing doesn't break or it does not need upgrades, you don't need to do it, because it will impose some new set of problems that you might not have the bandwidth to deal with. Okay, so that's where I actually stopped. Okay, because with the Helm, it wouldn't get a lot of new advantages over our existing Terraform based deployments that I would deploy. So yeah, I usually go to constructive argument with him to check, okay, if my argument wins or his wins based on the logics. Okay, so he gives his logic, I give my logic, and end of the day we can actually differentiate both of them and see the outcome that, okay, this will help the business or not. And based on that, sometimes he accepts because this is a good way, but he denied because let's say another time I actually suggested a change when we were on a production maintenance window. Okay, so we wanted to upgrade our EKS clusters from 1.25 to 1.26, and our DevOps engineer, like, he was the one doing it, and like he was on the hot seat and we were on the back seat on the Zoom call, and we're like seeing what he's doing and like guiding him through the thing. So when you were like creating the upgrade, I actually saw a new tool on the GitHub that will do these things easily. And then I just like shared the thing immediately on the Zoom chat and say, hey, can we look at this? And then my manager said, don't confuse him with the new shiny things. Let's do this with our existing way because it works. And let's go through the production rollout. And once we are done, we basically can look at it. And then if it's better than us, we do it this way. Otherwise, we stick to our way, but not inside the production window. So basically, it got approved after 2 weeks, because within the 2 weeks, we basically had multiple like setup with this thing. We actually tested this tool thoroughly and saw that it actually brings us a lot on the table that we didn't know before. So eventually it is now our like go-to tool to upgrade Kubernetes clusters. And previously we were using like just the manual, but nowadays we just use it everything, and I get thanked every single time when we use it because it's so easy. So yeah, sometimes we have disagreements, sometimes we have agreements, but not now, and sometimes it just get approved immediately. So yeah, it actually happens all the time.
Thank you. Yep, it does. So I think the big lesson learned, things work, but you need to have a patience. Like someone is pushing something on production, you're trying to interrupt at the moment. Maybe that person will not be able to handle the changing situation, and the production may get delay or have some new issues. And at the same time, it will be difficult to actually resolve. Good. Okay. Thank you.